Hey everyone, welcome to this Windows channel, and this is my observations and a little bit of ranting of how things are going since the anniversary update. And the reason I'm doing this is because of a few major items that I find kind of difficult to understand that it nobody has come across those, and it's very weird. So basically, in the anniversary update, of course, a certain number of people have had problems, but they are very low. Once again, a lot of people are kind of saying, yeah, you're not telling the truth, and so on. I'm sorry, the number of people that have problems is quite low in general. And that is statistically um, easy to see when you go to the forums and you go to even if you see a huge amount of people ranting, I can tell you that that's nothing compared to when there's really a lot of problems. And so basically, where I'm going at is mostly a few things that broke in anniversary update that I can't understand why it happened. Not with the amount of insiders out there testing this, with internal testing on Microsoft, with all the comments, with everything that everybody has seen. How can this happen? The first thing I want to talk about is Microsoft Edge. You know what? Microsoft Edge, for me, worked quite well. If you take out the fact that there was no extensions, the browser itself worked quite well for me before the anniversary update. But I gotta say that since the anniversary update, Microsoft Edge is kind of broken. It's got extensions and stuff, but the problem is it's got a problem in rendering web pages that I look at because it constantly takes time on some of the pages that used to load quite fast. I do admit there are pages that are kind of heavy on the content, but still, it's kind of long and weird, and I don't know. Microsoft Edge is kind of broken since the anniversary update to a point where I'm seriously thinking of using only Chrome for now. Where before I'd use Edge for at least 70 to 80% of the time. And I can't understand with all the input from people from the insider team and from internal testing at Microsoft that this happens. That one I don't understand. That one I just don't understand. I mean, do these guys go to web pages with Edge when they're testing it or something? Because I'm starting to wonder if they're just tweaking and looking at the same page all the time. That's now how you test. That's not how you test. Get yourselves a list of 100 web pages of all sorts and test it with that. Because obviously somebody's doing something wrong at the Edge team, or somebody's not listening. But it ain't normal that this is happening. The second thing I want to say and rant about the anniversary update is how can the cumulative update that was just released break Amazon Kindles, which is one of the most popular readers out there. I mean, it's not as if it was some obscure device from a obscure company. This is a popular device by a very well-known company. And the cumulative update breaks this. When you plug your Kindle on your PC, it blue screens. Don't they have like all the most popular stuff that people use and try to test it somehow? Don't they have partners that maybe have those and test it somehow? I'm sure some insiders have Kindles. Why is it that this happened? Once again, I have a lot of difficulty understanding that one. Well, the other one that's kind of weird, that camera glitch, the webcam, that made the tops of all news bulletins almost. Anniversary update breaks webcams. Okay, what you see on the screen is the Logitech C920. It is the most popular webcam right now. Why? Because it's cheap and it does HD. That's what I use to do my own live shows. And you know what? Anniversary update broke it. Anniversary update broke the most popular webcam of all. Once again, we're not talking about a webcam made from an obscure company and basically that nobody, knows what it is. It's the most popular webcam around. Now, I gotta say, mine didn't break. And one of the things that I've noticed is mine didn't break because I don't have the Logitech software installed. And I noticed that people that have it broken, and Paul Tarot has acknowledged this, all have in common that they've installed the software from Logitech. I have not. Mine has not broken. So there's part of the problem that is Logitech, probably. Because when the Logitech stuff is not there and just the driver, the basic driver that Windows installs is there, it doesn't break, and it didn't break in my case. Still, this is a popular thing. I mean, of all the insiders, there must be insiders that have this plugged in on their computer. And I've tried it. There are people out there as insiders that use the insider preview as their main operating system. How come nobody saw that coming? Because it's not just this cam that broke, by the way. It seems that all major webcams that do HD or that use H.264 more precisely kind of broke. And I mean, how come this passed through insiders? I'm sure some insiders said, hey, my Skype is broken with my cam. I can't believe nobody said that. Now, one of the reasoning that was interesting, Paul Tarot on the Windows Weekly show did give out his own reasoning that was interesting. He was saying how, when this happens, that the webcam stopped working. Well, the first things that you think is, well, it's a Skype issue. Finally, Skype has broken something. Because yes, Skype did have a lot of problems and still has some. And, it could be the first thing. Maybe somebody just said, well, it's Skype. It's normal, it's Skype, and they didn't think it through. But still, with all the testing, this is difficult to understand. And I think something's broken in the way Microsoft tests before releasing stuff. And I think there's something that needs to be changed. And you know what? Last week, from what I've heard, is that there were no insider previews because there were some internal meetings at Microsoft. Is it because somebody somewhere said, hey, something's wrong. We can't have this happening. We're making big changes. We're updating the computers with the anniversary update stuff. This cannot be happening. And I hope that something can change, because you have a Windows 10 operating system, and the more you do stupid things like that, the more it scares people. It gives, of course, a lot of weight to the idea of a lot of people that say, hey, I'm going to stay on Windows 7. I don't want to have that Windows 10 crap. And you get people mad. I mean, I understand why all the broken webcams out there, people got mad. You know, if you've got a Kindle and it just blue screens when you plug it in, you know, you get mad. I'm a little, you know, mad at the fact that Edge is kind of broken and I have to use something else because, frankly, I did enjoy using Edge. And now it's like, wow, I can't use Edge. You know, I'm going to give them another shot because tomorrow, August 30th, we're supposed to have another cumulative update that will appear, apparently. So it might fix some of that, might fix some issues. But come on, Microsoft, something's wrong in the way you test. You know, like I said, there are configurations. You know, for example, a lot of people, and I just read a comment, by the way, from someone that has exactly that, freezes on a computer. And a computer has a mix of an SSD as the main drive, a regular hard drive, and a second drive. Almost all these PCs freeze. Okay, you know, it's maybe something they overlooked. It could be that, you know, even though, then again, in insiders, there must be people that run SSDs on the main drive and an old hard drive, you know, magnetic hard drive as a second drive. It is really, really interesting to think about what's happening with this. And I don't know. I think Microsoft needs to reevaluate how they test. I think there needs to be maybe something. You know, I mean, there are millions of insiders. So it's for sure some people noticed some of the problems in the insider preview. That it didn't come out, that they didn't do any changes because they didn't see it coming. I don't know. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. So this was my ranting video for this week. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel. You'll be informed when new videos are online. Give us thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything to add to this, please, civilized comments. Remember, if you use the F word, I remove all these posts all the time. Yes, some people ranted about Windows 10 problems and told me, hey, you deleted my post. You don't want to have negative stuff. You know what? I have no problem with negative stuff. But if you use the F word or if you personally attack me, your post will not be there. That's for sure. So, have a nice day.